Hello, and welcome to myself to Barcelona, because I've just landed. Look, I'm in Barcelona airport, and I couldn't wait to tell you a couple of things that you may find of interest. And it has to do with Bale, it has to do with Ronaldo, it has to do with Neymar. As you know, there is an issue with the three of them. Let's start with Bale, because to me it's the most interesting one, because he's so out of character what he did in a way, to actually complain and say, how about me? Why don't I play more often? We should talk. And it's going to be a conversation between the Jonathan Barnett, the agent of Gareth Bale, and Real Madrid. It won't happen next week, as I believe Jonathan Barnett is away on business, but it will happen after that. And the message so far that Real Madrid are sending to Gareth Bale and to Jonathan Barnett is very clear. He's not for sale. He is not for sale. I wrote an article this morning in AS in which I was basically saying, imagine the possibility of the hero of Kiev to actually end up with Manchester United shared in a couple of months' time. It makes no sense, does it? From the Real Madrid point of view, it makes no sense to get rid of somebody who's picking still 28, is he? And just after such a success. So Real Madrid, as you know, have got this dream of getting Neymar. Neymar's impossible this summer. It's impossible. That's the message PSG is sending. That's the message that is getting to Real Madrid. Is impossible. But anyway, Gareth Bale. In those meetings, what Jonathan Barnett will have to say to Florentino Perez and Jose Angel Sanchez, the number 2 at the club, is that Gareth Bale wants to play more regularly and also wants to be more important to Real Madrid, both on the pitch and off the pitch as well, because did you see the celebrations? It was all mostly about Cristiano Ronaldo. The players even jumping on top of him and the fans chanting, "Stay, Ronaldo, stay, Ronaldo, stay." Well, we'll talk about Ronaldo in a minute, but meanwhile there's a picture, I think it was used in the cover of AS, I think yesterday, in which you can see the players around Cristiano Ronaldo and Gareth Bale kind of smiling on one side, not wanting to be part of that, I imagine, because it's like, but I was the hero, I was the one with the goals. Yes, the fans clapped him and there was a big ovation. Keylor Navas as well got a really good reception in Santiago Bernabeu, but the big one was for Cristiano Ronaldo, who had the microphone most of the time and made it all about himself. So that has to change. If you're the star, if you're the big star of Real Madrid, or one of the big stars of Real Madrid anyway, you deserve a better treatment. A different situation is on the pitch. Why hasn't he not played more? Well, he hasn't got the confidence of Zidane. That's no doubt about that. So Zidane will have to change. How do you convince Zidane? Generally on the training pitch, but at the same time, he needs to make a leap of faith and give Gareth Bale the confidence that he needs to become the player that he can be, or that he is, but hasn't been able to show certainly this season. Disappeared from the lineup against PSG, against Juventus, against Bayern Munich, and against Liverpool in the final, suggests that the confidence of Zidane is not there. But not just that. If Bale wants to play, he wants to also be important to the side, not just on the right wing and put the crosses in, to be more important, to be bigger. To do that, you have to give him the confidence. And then if in those meetings that will take place in a couple of weeks or so, the answer is, sorry, we cannot guarantee that, then Jonathan Barnett and Gareth Bale will basically have to say, well, I don't want to stay here. So far, Real Madrid are saying they're not selling. Now, on Cristiano Ronaldo, there was a conversation that took place between coming off the pitch, where he celebrated mostly with his family, where he said that he's been good, Real Madrid fans, but suggesting that he was wanted to leave, and the conversations that he started having in the mix zone. I was present in one of them, and he was trying to say, I don't feel sorry for what I said, it's the timing of it that probably is wrong. Of course he was wrong. I think everybody told him that. Florentino Perez, in another interview, he basically said, today's a day for collective thinking, not individual thinking. And in the changing room, Sergio Ramos told Gareth Bale, Cristiano Ronaldo, told Cristiano Ronaldo, just stop it, calm down, stop it. Come out and kind of apologize, or at least don't worry about it. We will help you to get what you want. And of course, what he wants is that Real Madrid pays most of the bill, of the tax bill, which will be very, very big, as he's been accused of frauding about 40 million euros to the taxman. And also he wants to be close to, ahead of Neymar and close to Messi in wages. Real Madrid have offered about 30 million euros, but between 33 million euros last month in the first meetings on this. By the way, this is a promise that was given a year ago by Florentino Perez that the contract will be renewed. Cristiano feels not loved by Florentino, and he feels that Real Madrid should have acted differently with him, and this contract should have been sorted, and he would have paid some of the bill, the tax bill, but also he would have put him ahead of Neymar. Hasn't happened yet. And what Real Madrid put in that offer a month ago was just basically a lot of individual and collective targets to reach to that point of 33 million euros net. He wants more. He wants 40 million euros net now. He won't get there. He certainly won't get there. But they are destined to understand each other and to reach an agreement and common ground. 1 billion euros is his buyout clause. It's in the hands of Real Madrid to sell him. There's no offers for Cristiano Ronaldo. The same way that there was no offers a year ago when actually there was a threat through a newspaper, a bola, that he wanted to leave Spain. He was, how do you call when you are actually playing cards, and it was like a joker card that he used, but there was no offers for him then either. So they're destined to understand each other, to meet it in common ground. And with Gareth Bale, I would say the same. Just can Real Madrid afford the possibility of actually seeing him with a Manchester United shirt when he's actually one of the top players in the world, and will become so as soon as, I'm convinced, as soon as he's given the chance. Why not do it at Real Madrid? That's what Jonathan Barnett wants to convince Real Madrid of. He doesn't want to leave. Not as his first choice. He wants to stay and show at Real Madrid how good he is. But if he's not given that opportunity, then he will move. And there's many places where he will move. There will be time to talk about that. But in any case, first it'll have to be a meeting in a couple of weeks or so between Real Madrid and Jonathan Barnett, and we will see what happens there. But there is a lot of possibilities on the table still on that one. As I say, Real Madrid are saying he's not for sale. That's what they're telling him. And when Jonathan Barnett sits with Florentino Perez and Jose Angel Sanchez, they will say he doesn't want to leave. He will say that he doesn't want us to leave, but do you want to treat him like the star that he is? I think Real Madrid should do actually that. Should actually allow him to grow. Hasn't happened this season because of the injuries first, but because of the lack of confidence of Zidane. Zidane wasn't particularly happy with the attitude of Gareth Bale, and that comes from the Zidane camp, especially when he was on the bench. But he was disappointed in the same way that Cristiano Ronaldo would have been, of course, because Gareth Bale considers himself to be top 5 player in the world, and as such he's got to play and has to be given the opportunity to show his ability and his capabilities. So let's see what happens with it, and that's one that we'll have to continue talking about it for a while. Meanwhile, better go for lunch. How about by the beach? How about a paella? It's not Sunday, but I did not have a paella in Kiev, so maybe that's the thing to do. Meanwhile,